John Deere tractors. I know a lot about John Deere. I love the company, but as you know, they've announced a few days ago that they're going to move a lot of their manufacturing business to Mexico. I'm just notifying John Deere right now. If you do that, we're putting a 200% tariff on everything that you want to sell into the United States.
John Deere, once a trusted name for farmers, is now at the center of a big fight. Donald Trump has slammed the company for policies that hurt farmers, like making it hard and expensive for them to fix their own tractors. Farmers are frustrated, feeling like the equipment they depend on is now working against them. This clash is about more than just tractors. It's about fairness and control in farming. Farmers relied on John Deere equipment to overcome challenges, and in turn, the company built its empire on their trust. The iconic green and yellow tractors weren't just machines. They were lifelines, symbols of a partnership that spanned generations. John Deere's marketing reflected this close relationship. Ads celebrated hardworking farmers and the reliable equipment that supported them, emphasizing shared values like resilience, ingenuity, and progress. For much of the company's history, this bond was unshakable. The breaking point. However, in the last decade, cracks have begun to form in this storied relationship. Farmers, who once depended on John Deere with unwavering loyalty, now find themselves at odds with the company. The shift began with the introduction of highly advanced, software-dependent machinery. On the surface, these technological advancements seemed like progress. Tractors equipped with GPS, sensors, and automated systems promised unprecedented efficiency and precision. But this leap in technology came at a cost. Unlike traditional tractors, these new machines were designed with embedded software that required proprietary tools and knowledge for repairs. Farmers who once took pride in repairing their own equipment found themselves locked out, literally. Software restrictions prevented them from accessing even basic diagnostic tools, forcing them to rely on authorized John Deere technicians for every repair, no matter how minor. This shift not only eroded farmers' autonomy, but also introduced significant delays and costs. A simple software glitch during planting or harvesting season, a critical period for any farmer, could mean waiting days for a technician, leading to devastating financial losses. One farmer recounted how a computer error on his tractor sidelined him for 2.5 days during harvest, a delay that cost him thousands of dollars. For farmers who built their livelihoods on self-reliance and problem-solving, this dependency felt like a betrayal. The very machines they bought to empower their work were now holding them hostage. Compounding this frustration was the skyrocketing cost of repairs and parts, as John Deere increasingly shifted its revenue model to profit from servicing rather than selling equipment outright. Continued. Profits over people. While farmers grappled with these challenges, John Deere saw record profits. In 2021 alone, the company reported $7.7 billion in profit, even as many farmers struggled to break even. These profits were bolstered by restrictive repair policies that funneled farmers into John Deere's service network, creating what critics describe as a monopoly on repairs. The company's approach extended beyond software restrictions. In recent years, John Deere has moved significant portions of its manufacturing operations to countries like Mexico, resulting in layoffs for hundreds of American workers. This decision, made during some of the company's most profitable years, fueled accusations that John Deere prioritized corporate profits over the very communities it once served. Adding insult to injury, John Deere CEO John May saw his salary rise to $15.6 million in 2020, a nearly 160% increase, while farmers faced growing financial pressures and factory workers dealt with job losses. For many, this disparity underscored a troubling shift in the company's priorities, away from its roots in farmer empowerment and toward unchecked corporate greed. The fight for the right to repair. The issue of right to repair is becoming one of the most pressing topics in modern agriculture and beyond. Farmers across the country are organizing to push back against what they see as unjust restrictions imposed by major corporations, with John Deere being a central figure in this battle. At its core, this fight is about ownership, about farmers maintaining control over the expensive equipment they've purchased and rely on for their livelihoods. This behavior by corporations is viewed as exploitative, and farmers have made it clear. Such practices will not be tolerated. The movement, which began with frustrated farmers hacking their own machinery to keep up with demanding schedules, has grown into a nationwide cause. The legal struggle has escalated into a potentially landmark case, with farmers accusing John Deere of monopolizing repair services. According to the farmers, this monopoly is not only unfair, but also a direct threat to their ability to sustain their businesses. John Deere, for its part, has responded with legal maneuvers to have the case dismissed, signaling its determination to maintain control over the repair process. However, farmers are refusing to back down. They are standing united against what they perceive as corporate overreach, and the fight is only heating up. This conflict is no longer confined to the agricultural sector. It has drawn attention from workers in other industries who see parallels in how corporations treat them. Consumers are also starting to realize the broader implications of this battle. Examples abound. Printers that require a subscription to print beyond a set limit or demand internet-connected accounts to function. These restrictive practices reflect a growing trend of corporations attempting to retain control over products even after consumers have paid for them. At stake is the very concept of ownership. If farmers, who invest tens or even hundreds of thousands of dollars in their equipment, can no longer repair or fully utilize it without the manufacturer's approval, what does this mean for other consumers? The fear is that this could set a precedent where corporations retain power over goods even after they've been sold, eroding traditional notions of property rights. Farmers are worried that this slippery slope could extend even further, potentially affecting their ability to claim ownership over their land and operations. The ramifications of this issue ripple through the entire economy. Farmers are the backbone of society, and their struggles inevitably impact everyone. When farmers face obstacles, food production suffers, leading to rising grocery prices and economic instability. The agricultural industry, which generates billions of dollars annually through crops like corn, soybeans, and wheat, could be severely disrupted by these restrictive practices. Such a scenario seems more fitting for a dystopian novel than the real world, yet it is becoming an unsettling reality. This legal battle goes beyond John Deere versus farmers. It's a fight for fundamental rights. If corporations are allowed to dictate how consumers use and maintain their purchases, the consequences could be far-reaching. Imagine a world where tech companies, car manufacturers, and appliance makers decide who can repair their products. This trend would not only drain consumers financially, but also consolidate corporate power, undermining competition and innovation. Ultimately, the right to repair movement is about protecting individual freedoms and preventing corporations from overstepping their bounds. Farmers, workers, and consumers alike are standing up to demand fairness, transparency, and autonomy. The outcome of this fight could shape the future of ownership, ensuring that people, not corporations, retain control over the things they buy. The broader implications. This battle has implications far beyond John Deere. If companies can dictate how and whether consumers can repair products they've purchased, what does that mean for ownership? Printers that require subscriptions, phones with unreplaceable batteries, and cars with software-locked features are all part of a growing trend where corporations maintain control long after a product is sold. For farmers, the stakes are particularly high. Agriculture is the backbone of the global food supply, and any disruption to farming operations can have cascading effects on food prices and availability. A farmer's inability to repair their equipment isn't just their problem, it's everyone's problem. The right to repair movement seeks to restore balance by ensuring that consumers, not corporations, have the final say over the products they own. Lawmakers in several states are introducing legislation to address these concerns, and public awareness of the issue continues to grow. Modern tractors. Modern farming has seen remarkable advancements, with technology revolutionizing how food is grown and harvested. Farmers today benefit from innovations like global navigation satellite systems, GNSS, and satellite-guided tractors. These tools have increased productivity dramatically, allowing farmers to yield 175 bushels of corn per acre compared to the 20 bushels their great-grandparents harvested. These advancements are a testament to the ingenuity of engineers and farmers working together. However, these technological marvels come with hidden costs that are causing serious concern. One major issue is the complexity of modern tractors, often referred to as drive-by-wire systems. Unlike older models, these tractors lack a direct physical connection between controls and machinery, relying instead on software and electronics. While convenient, this design makes repairs increasingly challenging. Farmers can no longer fix machinery by addressing visible mechanical issues. Instead, troubleshooting involves debugging software, an entirely different skill set. Adding to the frustration is John Deere's policy of locking access to the software, preventing farmers from repairing their own equipment. Despite these drawbacks, the benefits of precision agriculture cannot be overlooked. Farmers can now plant seeds with pinpoint accuracy, optimizing soil use, water, and fertilizer application, leading to unprecedented crop uniformity. These innovations save money and reduce environmental impact, cutting down on chemical and water usage. Yet, as farming becomes more dependent on technology, questions arise about self-sufficiency. What happens when the computer fails and the farmer is left powerless? This reliance on proprietary systems has led to accusations of exploitation. While John Deere's profits soared, $7.7 billion in 2021, farmers struggle with razor-thin margins. The company's business model has shifted from selling equipment to generating revenue through parts and services, with repairs contributing 3 to 6 times more profit than original equipment sales. Farmers see this as a deliberate strategy to maximize profits at their expense. The story of John Deere's strained relationship with farmers is a cautionary tale about the dangers of losing sight of one's core mission. A company that once stood for farmer empowerment now finds itself at odds with the very people who built its success. The ongoing legal and cultural battles will shape not only the future of John Deere, but also the broader conversation about ownership, technology, and consumer rights. For John Deere to rebuild trust, it must return to its roots. Farmers don't just need cutting-edge technology. They need partnership, respect, and autonomy. By addressing these concerns and embracing the right to repair movement, John Deere has the opportunity to lead the industry once again, not through control, but through collaboration. The question remains, will John Deere rise to the challenge, or will it continue down a path that risks alienating the very people it was founded to serve?